We need to build a ship that does everything. Okay, let's get our contracts here. We need to scan something. And I don't think I'm going to do that with a rover. I think the lander, I'm going to put a scanner on it, and then we're going to hop over to the Olivine Formation. I don't remember where it said that was, but we can figure that out when we get there. We also need a green sandstone. So ideally, we'll find a biome that either these are both in, or two side-by-side biomes or something like that. We need Mr. Guoff. We need to bring one of the little science doodad things. We need to get science. Obviously, that'll happen. Space around and surface. The moonstone's happening, obviously, and we need to land and return to Kerbin, which will happen in this mission. And the rest is this. So it's really just a bunch of science. It's a science arm and all the deployable junk. So let's go ahead and start this bad boy here. Let's start with one of our moon ships. Actually, we have Minmus 1. Was I already making this? Looks like I was. Although I think this was just a... No, this was the ship that flew by Minmus and just gave us a bunch of data and then returned, because we had a return home. I think. I don't remember. Maybe it was return science or something. I don't know. So that's not going to work. Let's check out our moon stuff. Moon 5 is the one that Jeb just did. This one has the car, I think, on it. Let's check this one out and see what Moon 3 is. It's very large. It's a lander. This would probably work, and it has the science stuff in it. So yeah, this will probably work for Minmus. I can edit it and make it better. Also, we're a little low on Kerbals here. We have an engineer. We have 2 engineers. We saved somebody. No scientists. We could hire someone. They cost a ridiculous amount, but we have a ridiculous amount. Let's see. We got Sigster, Gusby, Asmore, Sigster, welcome to the crew. Okay. Valentina's home. We need an engineer and a scientist. This is this a P? This is a P. So we would probably, yeah, we can do this. We actually don't need Valentina. We need our scientist and Bill to plant stuff. So come on. Oh, duh. Wow. Take this off. Take this off. Take this off. Let's get the much better Octo 2 on there. Now, if I remember correctly, they would have died on the way home from Moon because they didn't have the fuel to get home, which is a problem. So I actually came up and gave them more fuel in kind of a not really low Kerbal orbit, but in Kerbal orbit, because I didn't plan for them to come home. I was thinking old school stock game where everything's easier and you don't have to think about things. So we'll have to figure that out. Do we have any more deployable stuff? Weather. Don't care about weather on Minmus, so no, we just have the big 3, and those are fine. And we have the scanner in orbit, so ideally this thing can talk to that if it can't talk directly to Kerbal Space Center. We'll figure that out. We could also bring a little portable relay right next to it so it can talk to that portable relay, which might not be a bad idea, actually. We have an engineer. Let's go ahead and seat 0 inventory. Let's throw a screwdriver in there. And let's see, we don't need explosives, fuel, anything like that. We'll just put one screwdriver in so we can take things apart if we need them. Okay, what else do we need? We need the scanner arm. So let's go ahead and do that. That's in science, right? Yeah. And we'll put that right on the front of this guy here. I think that's fine. We don't have symmetry on. And what else? What kind of engine is this? A Pug. Okay, that's fine. We actually could probably downgrade the engine. But I think instead of that, I'm going to bring more fuel. And this last stage in a vacuum has 14 meters per second. So if we leave Minmus with that, let me check my cheat sheet here. Je ne sais quoi, delta V. Back from Minmus, you got 300. That's about 5 and change to leave Minmus from the surface. And then 1570 to slow down. So we'll be going about 800 meters per second faster than we would want to. So I think it behooves us to upgrade this guy. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Upgrade this guy to a bigger fuel tank, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt because these guys aren't symmetrical. So let's save this stuff because I definitely don't want to lose it. Let's see, what's the easiest way to do this? Probably toss that there. Put that on that. Put that on that. And then now I can toss these guys. Yeah, I can just pull one of these guys off for now. Okay, so let's double our fuel here. It helps if you... Oh wait, it's on the bottom. Duh. I lost track of what I was doing. Okay, double the fuel, which makes me kind of want to make it bigger, but I don't think I'm going to. I might do these guys differently though. Double the fuel. What if when we put this on here now? What do we got if we take this off? I guess I could have just left those sitting on the side. This last guy now, when we disconnect and go, he has 2105, which is much better. Yeah, that'll basically get us into low kerbal orbit, and then this thing should be able to get us back in. If it doesn't, we can fix that at the time. So now we want probably these things to also be double. Which means, yeah, we don't care about this anymore at all. We just toss this. We'll put the legs back up. These guys are double. Bring them down just a little bit. Landing legs. We could do better landing legs, but really it's Minmus, and these worked on Moon, so I don't see any reason to mess with a good thing. Okay, then we're gonna start retracting. Now let's get these things back on there. There's you. Oh. Turn symmetry off. There's you, and boom. Get rid of that. Okay, so there's our Minmus lander. Whoop, that's not what I want. There we go. There's our Minmus lander. Like that. And let's see. Oh, we're going to need to turn on crossfeed. Or was crossfeed already enabled? Yeah. Enable crossfeed. There we go. 1803. That'll allow us to hop around on Minmus quite a bit. Okay. Now, getting to Minmus. Is this going to get us to Minmus? Probably not. Okay, that's you. You're going to do the disconnecting. You're going to do all that. That's all fine. Okay. 1487, we actually need 1570 plus 230. So we need a little bit more oomph to get us to Minmus. what if we got two of... No, that's not the right one. There we go. What if we do two of these guys? 1833, that's a little bit closer, but our delta V is probably... Or sorry, our TWR is getting ridiculously low. So I think we're going to have to suck it up and make it bigger. And say Bobcat. What does that look like? It looks like put in the wrong stage. 1920, much better TWR, ridiculously better TWR. Cheetah is, let's see. No, he's more of a space engine. What if we, this is all going to be under a fairing. We can put a vector on it. What does that do for us? Let's close this contracts window. Where's the vector? Oh, right there. Victor? Yeah, that's ridiculous. And we're not going to moon, so that would be stupid. Yeah, I don't really want to put a bigger engine on, even though I could take the fairings off. Let's see, the skiff. Yeah, the Bobcat is probably, that's the sad thing, is the Bobcat's probably the right engine. It's just a little too big. I wish there was like a smaller Bobcat, but there isn't. So if we throw a swivel on there, then that's not good enough, really. What if we put two swivels on there? It's a little bit better, and then we can add a little bit more fuel. So I think that works. So we'll do which one is this? This guy is this guy, so no. There we go. Oh, I'm not ordered by mass. That's the problem. I'm used to ordering these things by mass. Okay, so there's 2363. That'll that's actually too much. 2000 is enough. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that'll get us to Minmus from low Kerbal orbit and get us into orbit around Minmus and actually probably help us in the descent. So I think that works. We should probably put those on an engine plate though, so we can continue the stack. Where's that payload? No. Coupling. Is that the right size? Yes, it is. And we want two. I know it literally doesn't matter. Let's see. These are the restock engines, if you're curious. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, then you, boom. Okay. And we should probably have the appropriate sized decoupler. Oop. There we go. Pretty sexy, if I may say so. Now, to get this thing into Kerbal orbit, I think we need to just toss this aside. we kept like this part of the ship, and the rest of it is not Moon 3. We should rename this guy too, unless I Minmus 2. Lest I save over Moon 3, which I'm never going to use again. No, we're not going back to Moon. This is for a contract on Moon. What do we got going now? Yeah, getting this into Kerbal orbit is going to be interesting. So first of all, fairing. We don't have the bigger fairing, and I don't think we have the science for it. Don't we have a way to look at science in here? I guess not. That's funny. I thought the little science thing was down here, but it's not. But we have very little science. We could probably get it if we waited for Jeb to come back, but I don't want to wait for Jeb to come back. So, it's actually let me do it. So let's go ahead and do this. Come on, turn green. There we go. A little bit more. Can you get around him? You can. Oh, nice and fat and ugly, just the way we like it. Okay, let's go ahead and now do some serious fueling here. That guy, let's go with jumbos all day long. I think we can do 3 of them. Would that be ridiculous? I don't think so. Throw a mainsail on the bottom of that bad boy, and we're almost there. Definitely don't have the thrust to do this. If we do this instead, what if we do this? That's the wrong one. What if we be smart about it and put an engine on there first? How does the skipper handle this? He'll be pretty high up in the air. We might be able to get away with 0.89. What does that do for our delta V, though? That's not worth it. Okay, let's just do the old standard then. It's going to be this guy. Ridiculously sized boosters. Those are solids, by the way. These burn out in 79 seconds. So we're going to enable crossfeed on this guy. And are they are, yes, they are full size. Okay. So how much fuel can we burn in 79 seconds? Let's go for broke. Let's try this guy and see. 65 seconds, so that's actually pretty close. Once you throw the nose cone stuff on there, it should be fine. Let's do that, and that, and that. Is there a better one? No. That, and a nose cone. Boom. Now, is that a pretty ship or is that a pretty ship? Don't answer that question. Okay, so we got 1157. Wait. There we go. 1257. Then when we ditch these, we got 37. So that's 49. That's perfect. Then we're going to ditch this. Then we're going to ditch this and run these guys. I never know. Oh, you know what? I'm a moron. We don't need this decoupler here. Because that guy's a decoupler on his own. Okay, so we're going to ditch this. We're going to run these guys and detach this. Then we'll do this and this and this. Okay. Minmus 2. Very plain looking. Let's go ahead and tart him up a little bit here. There we go. Wasp wasted. Just white on that. No, that's ugly. Let's go with just white for the in-space stuff. We have better solar panels. Not sure if I want them, though. No, I think it'll be fine. Okay, and we know who's going. Sigster and Bill. Bill's going to be top billing here. Urberry has been to Moon and Kerbin. Bill has been to Moon and Kerbin, so Bill gets to go first. Okay, we're going to save this. We're going to leave, and of course that'll cancel out the whole who's sitting where. Because we are fast forwarding to tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the textures. I don't know anything about how this sort of stuff works, but hey. Okay, Valentina's gone. Bill's up at the top. Sigster's there. We are going to we're gonna launch it. Probably should have put it on holders, and I probably should have auto strutted it. So we're gonna recover to the VAB. We're not gonna recover. We're going to revert to vehicle assembly. Things I always forget. Okay, auto strut. Grandparent, auto strut to root. Auto strut to root. And you as well, just, actually not, just this. Auto strut to root. Oh, it's locked. Never mind. Let's do this thing. Auto strut to root. Okay, that should be good. And let's throw some of these things on there. That's fine. Okay, save it, launch it.